Hello everyone, my name is Matt Balder and I work for Thurston County Public Works in Olympia, Washington. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we've been using drones for stormwater projects, and one of the examples I'm going to talk about is this Rochester Stormwater Pond and Conveyance project that was done last summer, fall, and a little bit into the winter. The program that we're looking at right now is called Pics 4D, and this is their cloud-based or internet-based portion of their software. It can be accessed through any web browser, and it makes sharing of drone data and other information very easy. So the interface consists of a map view in the middle, and this is all of the drone imagery that was processed into a large orthomosaic map. At the top there's a timeline, and there's 4 different flights that were done over this site. The first one was before construction started. There were 2 done during construction, and then there was 1 done after construction was completed. So you can just click on any of these flights and it will update the map with the orthomosaic that was created during that mission. It's a great way to just show how the site changed and also to record what happened during construction. One of the other really useful features is that there is an overlay that you can add as a PDF over the top of the map. So you can see this overlay over what was actually built, and you can also see it as the project is being built, so you can verify that things are being built as expected. So another very useful feature of the Pics 4D software is that you can measure and add annotations to this map and share it with anyone through a link. So I'll go through some examples of adding those annotations. Say we wanted to measure a distance. We can get the line tool and we can measure this pipe run here. And it will populate in the measurements, the length. You can add a name to it, descriptions, and colors. And you can then have it added to the annotations on the left here, and you can also export these as a report, as an Excel file later if you wanted to. Another useful tool is the measure an area tool. So say we wanted to measure this laydown area, we could just quickly generate a polygon here, and now we have an area. And we can also tag that and add names. The other tool is a measure a volume tool, and the best way to measure volumes I've found is to switch to the 3D view, and in the 3D view we can see the actual 3D shape of the ground as a 3D textured mesh. So I'll zoom into an area here where I was doing some measurements before, and just rotate around so you can see that we're looking at a pile of material that they're spreading out in the bottom of this pond. So we can click on it, and you can see that there's a volume of around 38 cubic yards of material there. Nice thing about this is you can go in and you can edit that boundary. Say you wanted to refine it a little bit more, and it will update that volume for you automatically. That's also included in the annotations group, and you can export that as a report as well. The other tool that's very useful is called the compare tool. So we can go back to the 2D view, and I'll switch back to the timeline so we can see all of the flights. So say we wanted to compare the final to the pre-construction conditions. So we get 2 panes. On the right here we've got the January 3rd map loaded. On the left there's nothing loaded, so we need to go in and select the date. So I'll go back to August, and now that's loaded. So we can zoom in and we can start to compare what actually happened. So say we had a question about what happened or how it all played out, we can come back here and we have a really good record, especially with the overlays. You can overlay the plan and really get a good idea of what went in the ground. Another very useful tool I'd like to highlight inside Pics 4D is the use of the Inspect tool. By picking this crosshair, you can then pick a place on the map that you'd like to make an inspection annotation. You can give that a name. In this case, it'll be a pipe delivery. And we can give it a description. In this case, it'll be the quantity and type of pipes delivered. Then we can also highlight in the actual photo that was used to create the map the area that we'd like to have people focus on. So we can add a box and just draw it around the area where the pipes were delivered. Now we can save this inspection as an annotation. While you're working within your map, you may zoom out or be in a different area and you'd like to get back to that spot to see your annotations. You can go over here and click this focus on annotation, and it'll point you right back to where that is and give you all the information that you entered. I would like to demonstrate another software that we are using to document different stormwater areas and projects. This is called the survey website, and what this basically does is take your drone videos and photos and let you upload them along with the location data that is stored on board the drone during the flight. This is like lat long, and also the flight path. So this also has a timeline at the bottom, and it shows different flights you've made and it plots them on a map for you. So in this location we were doing kind of a reconnaissance flight and several flights throughout this drainage area, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. So what you can do is you can click on any of these flight paths and it will pull up a separate window, and you'll have the ability to play the video, and it also will show along the flight path where the drone is. You can also move along this path and click on it and it will adjust and start the video at that location.